I'm going to be starting my first what if. I'm going to be combining my two favorite what ifs from the anime stage, and that is going to be what if Naruto was half Uchiha and half Senju, and what if Naruto was the reincarnation of the Sage of Six Paths. I'll have the first parts to each what if in the descriptions below, so if you want to check out where this is coming from, go ahead and check them out. He got a lot of different what ifs. I'm just doing these two since these are, like I said, my favorite ones. So now that you know where the idea came from, let's jump into the video. For this to work, just like the anime stage, I'm going to be changing Minato and Kushina's background. So Minato being Uchiha and Kushina being a Senju. Kushina, just like Tsunade, is the granddaughter of Hashirama, and Kushina still gets the nine-tailed still inside of her since the Senju rivals the Uzumaki in the Mountain Chakra they possess. The only difference is that Kushina would have black hair instead of red hair and won't be bullied because of it. Kushina will also not be kidnapped because she is the granddaughter of the first Hokage, and it would be kind of risky to attempt. Minato would still fall for Kushina, not because of her red hair like he liked in canon, but her strong personality and her dream of being the first female Hokage. Minato would be the grandson. Minato will be the grandson of Madara, and very well respected in the clan. Minato would still be the same as in canon, but much stronger. In canon, Minato was regarded as an unparalleled talent. Now, him being an Uchiha on top of that, his power would be unfathomable. Minato would still be named Hokage since the other two candidates were Orochimaru and Fugaku, and Hiruzen didn't want Orochimaru being Hokage, and they was easily able to cover up Fugaku's feats in the war, but wouldn't be able to do that with Minato since Minato's feats was more noticeable, and Minato's feat was the reason why the war really stopped. So, and plus they got the whole thing with Minato being he's the student of the legendary Sannin Jiraiya, who was the student of the third Hokage, who was the student of the first Hokage and second Hokage. With Minato being made Hokage and also being an Uchiha, the clan will be seen in a totally different light. They will have more authority and more respect in the village. And now let's cut to when Naruto was born. Since Minato is an Uchiha, he will not only have the Anbu with him, but he will also have the military police guarding where Kushina was given birth. So when Obito, the masked man, attacks, not only would Fugaku be there, but other Uchiha elites. So why I say this is much better than in canon, because Fugaku stated that he would have been able to stop the Nine Tails rampage with his Sharingan. So I'm saying that he should be able to fight Obito just as good as Minato did in canon. And even if he can't fight him as good, he has like the Anbu and other Uchiha elites. So that would pretty much make that would pretty much have to make Obito retreat so no one would die. And then with no one dying, Uchiha wouldn't, like I said, be hated or has reason to like go like on the outskirts of the village like in canon. So since no one dies, because the Nine Tails and Naruto was taken care of beforehand, so Naruto does not have the Nine Tails still inside of him. Kushina still has the Nine Tails in him, in her. So Kushina and Minato are still alive. So you might be wondering what that explains the half Senju half Uchiha part, but how is he the reincarnation of the Sage of Six Paths? Well, I did it a little bit different than how the anime sage did. I did it to where it ties into like him being half Senju half Uchiha. You see, since Naruto is half Senju and half Uchiha, he won't be reincarnated as Ashura or Indra. But since he has both the sage's body and the sage's eyes, he was the perfect vessel for the Sage of Six Paths. And once in a lifetime opportunity for the sage to actually have a body again. So pretty much the sage's chakra went into like Naruto, being like, because he had the right requirements for him to actually possess that, not possess, or more like reincarnate into that vessel. So like how Indra always reincarnates into like an Uchiha, Ashura always reincarnates into like one of his descendants, Senju or Uzumaki. So since Naruto is both of those, he's able, the Sage Six Paths is able to reincarnate into Naruto. So that's pretty much how I was taking it, instead of like going the same way as in the anime Sage did. Okay, so now back to pretty much the what if. So like I said, it just happened, but Naruto was beyond anybody's comprehension when he was born, and as he cried, when he opened his eyes, he already awakened his One Tomoe Sharingan. And this is pretty much where I'm gonna end this part. This part was a little short than I would normally make a what if, but this was pretty much just the intro and the background for everyone else. So if you enjoyed and you want more parts, leave a like, and if you haven't yet, subscribe, because there will be more what ifs like this one in the future. So I hope you enjoyed, and peace.